Today I thought that I should make a video. How can we improve the overall picture of our life? How can we bring in positive changes in ourselves? How can we be more productive in our lives? How can we be more successful? Before I proceed further, I would like to make you understand how this whole thing is working. Okay, we take in data from around the world. We meet people, we see different places, we see changes in people and environment and everything those are around us. We actually see a change in them, and on the basis of those changes we make and we redefine and we update our map of all the data that we are actually taking in. We update those data. Our five senses, our sense of hearing, our sense of seeing, smell, taste and touch, these are the available sources of taking data from around the world. So we take in data in three different major shapes. Number one, those data are in pictures, those data are in sounds, audios, and those data are in sensations and feelings. Feelings can also with our sense of taste and our sense of smell as well. So all the data that we have stored till today, till this point, are all available in these three shapes. Either though that data is in picture, or that data is in sound, or that data is in sensation and feelings. There is no other form of the data that we have in our brain. We collect that data, we make our perception on the basis of that data. What is a perception? For example, if you ask me to tell me about yourself, so I will tell you about myself, what I think about myself, what I picture about myself, what kind of picture that I have in my brain about myself. If you'll ask me to tell me about the environment that I live in, so I will actually tell you the picture that I had made in my mind about the world around me. So that will be my map of the world. My map is not the normal map that we see. It is a whole perception in our brain about the environment, about the things, about the whole world that I look into, and I make a sense out of it. So that is actually where I make my perception. So the more I utilize my five senses to get in data, the more my picture will be more refined, because those data will get in. It's just like that a person who got a phone 10 years ago will be completely different than the phone of today. You know why? Because the technology is changing day by day. So on the basis of it, they have improved their model and performances in every field of the world. This is how it moves on. So this is how our brain actually moves on. The more we grow, the more we get in experiences and data, and on the basis of data, our picture that we have, our perception that we have gets actually refined and become more crystal clear. One thing we need to keep in our mind is the perception or the map of the world of one individual is completely different from another individual. You know why? Because the power, the brain, the processing this machine, the kind of that five senses, their strength and where it focus. Because some individuals actually love to take in data and pictures, some individually love sound, some individually love actually feeling. So that prioritize the kind of perception that we make. So when we talk to each other, we actually differ with each other, we get into an argument with each other. It is because of the reason that the picture of one individual is from another individual. Let's assume that the perception or the picture of all individual in the world is the same. They think the same, they see the same, everyone. So this world would have become a very boring place. There would be nothing to talk about then. It is always the difference that makes the difference. Let me share with you some of the secrets of our brain. Because if we know those secrets, it will be easy for us to utilize all the powerful tools which we use most often to change our lives, to lose weight, to improve our personality, to even to gain confidence, to cure our phobias and fears, and so many other things that actually abstain us from progressing smoothly towards our goal of our powerful brain. By our powerful brain, I mean to say the subconscious brain, the brain which is responsible for keeping us the way we are, for making our habits, for maintaining our habits. Those powerful brain, or that brain with storing data, and on the basis of that data that controls my whole body. So the secret number one is our brain thinks 24/7. It has to think always. It thinks, no matter if you don't like it, it has to think, even if it's thinking right now. So the only we cannot delete one thought from our brain until but with another thought more powerful, more vivid, more colorful, more sound, more feelings than the previous thought. If it gets into, then the previous thought will go away. For example, if I ask you not to think about a blue color cat wearing a red tie and black glasses moving towards you and looking towards you, you know, don't think about it. But if at the same time I ask you to not to think about a red color big giant elephant with a blue painted trunk and powerful sounds moving towards you, now the previous cat that I instilled in your brain has gone away with this big elephant that I am trying to inject it inside your brain. So our brain cannot stop thinking. The only way to remove one thought from our brain is to inject another thought, more powerful, more vivid, more colorful, more full of feelings into it.